He was known in the village for one thing: his hands. They weren't the hands of youth anymore. The fingers were bent, the skin cracked, but they carried a calm you could almost hear. Every morning, he sat at his wheel before the sun arrived. He said the light should find him already working. That way, the day couldn't surprise him. His apprentice was young, impatient, and proud. He wanted perfection before patience. He wanted finished before formed. One morning, he asked, "How do you make it look so easy?" The potter smiled without looking up. "By making it hard for 40 years. The apprentice laughed. "That's too long." The potter said nothing, only pressed his thumbs into the clay, gently but firmly. The wheel kept turning, steady as breath. Then it happened. The vase slipped, wobbled, and collapsed into itself. A soft failure. Clay folding like a sigh. The apprentice flinched. All that work, gone. The potter looked at the ruin for a moment, then smiled, the kind of smile that knew endings weren't real. "Nothing's gone," he said. "It just forgot what it was becoming." He gathered the clay, rolled it again, centered it on the wheel. "This is resilience," he whispered. "Not the strength to resist breaking, the patience to begin again, shaped by what you've learned." Hours passed. The wheel turned. The sun climbed. The vase grew again, this time steadier, humbler, more balanced than before. When it was done, the potter handed it to the apprentice. "Feel this," he said. "It's stronger where it once broke." The apprentice ran his fingers along the faint scars, the thin veins where the clay had once collapsed. They weren't ugly. They were alive. The potter nodded toward the shelves lined with hundreds of pieces, each one a survivor of some small disaster. "They're all stories," he said. "Every mark is a sentence we wrote in pain, then rewrote in patience." That night, the apprentice stayed long after the potter left. He turned the wheel alone, slower this time. He didn't aim for perfect. He aimed for present. When the vase finally took shape, his hands were trembling, but his breathing was calm. He understood the secret now. Resilience doesn't come from strength. It comes from softness that refuses to quit. Outside, rain started falling. The roof dripped, steady as a heartbeat. He smiled at the sound, because even water, falling and breaking, still found its rhythm again. He placed his first finished vase next to the potter's, both wet, both imperfect, both alive. And somewhere between the wheel's spin and the storm's rhythm, he whispered a promise to himself. "I'll keep rebuilding, no matter how many times I collapse." If this story found you at the right time, remember, you are not fragile because you've cracked. You're valuable because you've rebuilt. Strength isn't about staying whole. It's about becoming art, over and over again. Subscribe to the Mindshift Lab 4. More stories that turn psychology into emotion and emotion into growth. We'll see you next week, where we learn how to keep shaping ourselves, no matter how many times the wheel starts again.